On arrival in South Sudan, the most traumatizing part was how I saw a soldier slapping an old gentleman that had crossed the line. That reminded me that I wasn't home anymore. So after I got the assistance of that gentleman who put me up in his iron sheet house that I was renting with a couple of other people. The following day, I put myself together. I went with him to the site where he was working, met his Eritrean boss, who also encouraged me to try and, talk to as many hardwares that I could. I was helped by that same gentleman. He had a boda. Remember the boda that was in our house? So he helped me transport me around and show me areas, go to places or places you can't. After a couple of weeks of back and forth, understanding how the economy was, it's who you knew in South Sudan that could make you or break you. So from that time, I sort of lost hope. I knew it wasn't a battle that I was going to win. So on one of the days when I was really frustrated, I called a person I regard as a mentor in my life. And he was surprised to hear I was in South Sudan. So his first statement was, "What? What exactly are you doing down there? We have been to South Sudan, we lost a lot of things from there. Come out of there, otherwise you'll get killed." And true to his word, they had been killing a few people even that same week. So I said, as much as I love money to work for it and whatever, it didn't make sense. The time when I was left with about, I think, 100,000 shillings, UGX. I asked the gentleman who had put me up to get me a bus ticket the next day, which he helped me do. But the irony was, the bus was leaving at 7, and I had to be there earlier. To which I didn't know that it was too insecure to move at that time. So the border somehow fails to start that same morning. Now, because he had asked me as a favor to carry his landlord's needle and shoes, I had my bags, the needle. So you can imagine pushing a bike that has refused to start for almost like 15 minutes. Finally, it started. Of course, we were late. We get to the bus park, the bus had left. Remember, you have 50,000 shillings left. You have no one you can call. So anyway, I ended up trying to get to that next terminal, which they had advised that the buses usually stop again, which was on the Juba Bridge. Sadly, again, that bus had left. So the next one that came, I begged them. The radio called guys ahead, and I was informed that the bus was waiting for me at the border whenever I would get there. We're not that far apart in time. Getting to the border, they asked me not to put my luggage in until I had finished with immigration. As soon as I'm getting done with immigration, I see the bus leaving. And I think it's a game that border men have, the border riders, the motorbike people. They usually ask you, no, we can always chase the bus. And so on the Ugandan side, it was all a bad road. So I started chasing a bus on the bike. You can imagine carrying, all your hands are filled with buvera, needle, shoes, you have your luggage, there's dust, you're hiding behind someone's helmet, not to, for your eyes to get all the dust in. The bus guy somehow refuses. The border man